Welcome back, everyone, to Encore on Demand. My name is Miss Martha Grace, and this is week 4 of Bop with Bugs. Now, today's lesson is our last class together, but it has been so much fun bopping with bugs, using our imaginations, our bodies, and our voices to go on all kinds of bug adventures. Speaking of bodies, voices, and imaginations, we need to warm up those actors tools, which again are bodies, voices, and our imaginations. So for the last couple of classes, we have been working on a song with bug dance moves. So we've learned a couple of dance moves, and today we have one final dance move to add to our song. But before we learn our totally new dance move, we need to make sure that we review some of the dance moves we already know. So I'm going to move my camera up so that you can see me because I'm very tall. And while I am moving my chair to the side, also make sure that as you are dancing, you have cleared yourself a space so that you don't run into anything while you are dancing. So, just as a quick little review, the different moves for our dance, our bug song, have to do with the different bugs. So if you hear me say, ant, what are you going to do? That's right! Ant is march, 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 march. What about caterpillar? Yes! A wiggle, 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 a wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Great job. What about butterfly? If you hear me say butterfly. Oh my goodness, great job. Yes, butterfly looks like this. Whoosh. Whoosh. Excellent job. Nice review, everybody. What about bee? What does it look like to be a bee? Yes, that's right. A buzz, 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 a buzz, buzz, buzz. Awesome job, everybody. You're doing an awesome job. Now, which is the one that I get a lot out of breath when I do? It's called cricket. What does it look like when I say cricket? Yes, exactly. We go like this. Boing, boing, boing. Oh my goodness. We've got all of these different bug moves. You all are doing a great job remembering them. Now, what if I said cicada? Ooh, good one. Yes, we make our wings, our cicada wings, and we're going to make our voices sound like a loud cicada, like this. Woo! And we're going to move with our voices. So if I say cicada, we go like this. Woo! Woo! Awesome job. What about ladybug? Great job! Yes, for ladybug, we stretch our wings up over our head and we turn in a circle with a fun little la 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 la. So here we go. Ladybug! La 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 la. Ladybug! La 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 la. Awesome job. Now, last week we learned a new bug move. Does anyone remember what bug we learned last week? Yes, a praying mantis. So we have our mantis arms. We bend our legs so that we can move from side to side, and we go like this for praying mantis. Eat, 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 Awesome job. That's a lot of bugs that we know how to dance like. Give yourself a huge pat on the back for all of these ones that you're so good at doing. Now, our last bug that we are going to learn for our last day today is, drum roll please, spider. So some of you might know a song called the Itsy Bitsy Spider, and that's going to help us remember our dance move for spider. So the way that we're going to do spider is we're going to crouch down low, and we're going to make some spider hands that go back and forth. And as we do our spider hands that go back and forth, we are going to climb up the water spout. So if you hear me say spider, it's going to look like this. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Let's do that one more time. Spider. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Awesome job. And really make sure that you've got some nice spidery fingers. And if you have a hard time pinching like I'm doing, you can just have some spider fingers that go up the water spout like this. So let's do that one more time. Spider! The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Awesome job. We know so many bug moves. Now, to make things a little bit exciting, we're going to do all of our moves backwards. I know, on our very last day of class, I'm switching things up, but we are going to do all of our moves backwards. Do you think that we could do it? And when I say backwards, we're not going to do them in the order that we've been doing them. We're going to have them all scrambled around. Oh, I see. It's no problem at all. I see. You're not worried at all. Well, I'm not worried either. I think it's going to be really fun. Are you ready for our song? Awesome. Me too. So here we go. Get yourself some space. And let's get our bug song going with a 3 and a 2 and a 1. The spiders in the grass go. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. One more time. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. All through the town. The praying mantis in the grass go. The praying mantis in the grass go. All through the town. The ladybugs in the grass go. La 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 la. The ladybugs in the grass go. La 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 la. All through the town. The cicadas in the grass go. Woo! 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 The cicadas in the grass go. Woo! All through the town. The crickets in the grass go. Boing! 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 The crickets in the grass go. Boing! All through the town. The bees in the grass go. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The bees in the grass go. Buzz, buzz, buzz. All through the town. The butterflies in the grass go. Whoosh! 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 The butterflies in the grass go. Whoosh! All through the town. The caterpillars in the grass go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. The caterpillars in the grass go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All through the town. The ants in the grass go. March, march, march. March, march, march. March, march, march. The ants in the grass go. March, march, march. All through the town. I'm going to do it one more time. We're going to do all of our dance moves on this last day that we have together. And we're going to do them really fast. Are you ready? You think you're ready? Awesome. Let's go. Here we go. The ants in the grass go. March, march, march. March, march, march. March, march, march. The ants in the grass go. March, march, march. All through the town. The caterpillars in the grass go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. The caterpillars in the grass go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All through the town. The butterflies in the grass go. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. The butterflies in the grass go. Whoosh, all through the town. The bees in the grass go. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The bees in the grass go. Buzz, buzz, buzz. All through the town. The crickets in the grass go. Boing, boing, boing. The crickets in the grass go. Boing, all through the town. The cicadas in the grass go. Woo, woo, woo. The cicadas in the grass go. Woo. All through the town. The ladybugs in the grass go. La 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 la. The ladybugs in the grass go. La 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 la. All through the town. The praying mantis in the grass goes. The praying mantis in the grass goes. All through the town. The spiders in the grass goes. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Oh, the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. All through the town. Oh my goodness. Give yourself a huge round of applause. A big pat on the back. And take a big breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Ooh, that feels good. One more breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Awesome job. That got really fast and really crazy. Great job, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and pull my camera down so that you can see. Whoo! So now that you know so many different bug moves, you can teach them to other people, maybe in your neighborhood, maybe a grown-up who lives with you, maybe a cousin, a friend, anybody, because that is a song that you can take with you with some dance moves. So awesome job, everybody. You have learned so many bug dance moves in our 4 weeks together. I'm very proud of you. Okay, so for today, our last day of class, we are going to read a story that is all about how to be good neighbors, some ideas for being good neighbors with our wildlife friends, because bugs are a type of wildlife. They're a type of creature that lives outside in the grass, in the trees, in their own homes, in logs. And so our story for today helps come up with some good ideas of how we can be good neighbors to our bug friends. So this book that we're going to read today is called June Bug, and it's all about a kid who loves bugs. So settle in where you can see, and we're going to read our story for today. This is June. She loves bugs. There's a little butterfly. June likes playing outside. She helps her friends learn about all kinds of bugs and other small creatures and why they're so neat and important. So there's June helping out her friends. Carter wants to stomp on anthills to see them squish. Stop, June says. There are whole cities and tunnels under these anthills, and it's where the ants live. June teaches Carter that ants are hard workers, and they solve problems together. The ants are thankful. Here's all of the ants and all of their underground tunnels going up to an anthill, and so many tunnels under the surface of the ground, so much bigger than just their anthill at the top. After it rains, June sees earthworms on the sidewalk. She carefully puts them back on the grass. Max and Luke ask June what she's doing. Rescuing worms, says June. June teaches Max and Luke that when the sun comes out, the worms will get hot and dry up. Putting them in the grass will help them get back into the ground. The worms are thankful. June plays by the barn with her friends. Charlotte and Luna want to tear down spider webs because they're afraid of the spiders. Let's not do that, says June. Why not? Spiders are scary looking, says Luna. But spiders work hard to build their webs and catch their food, says June. She teaches her friends that spiders can be good for helping people too by eating mosquitoes. The spiders are thankful. There's a little spider. Up the water spout. So there's our little thankful spiders, and they go, thank you. Thanks, June. June goes swimming in her friend Sierra's pool. She sees a beetle stuck on her back in the water. She gently scoops up the beetle and places her outside of the pool. Why are you doing that? Asks Sierra. Beetles can get so tired of swimming that they drown, says June. June teaches Sierra that some beetles shimmer like a rainbow. The beetle is thankful. June watches bees float from flower to flower. Rowan and Ambrose want to trap the bees in jars. Let's just study them from here, says June. June teaches her friends that bees are very busy helping flowers and other plants to grow, and it's better to let them work. The bees are thankful. A buzz, buzz, buzz. They're very thankful. They're little smiles. Hard at work. At school one day, Caroline finds a cricket in the classroom. She is scared and wants to squash him. Wait, says June. He's scared of us too. Let's put him outside. June finds a cup, carefully catches the cricket, and releases him outside so that he can make beautiful music at night. The cricket is thankful. So there's the little cricket, and her friend goes, ah! And June goes, no, it's okay. I'll get a cup and put the cricket outside. June and her friends find a field full of butterflies behind the playground. Cooper wants to catch the butterflies with a net, and June says, let's take pictures of them instead. That way we can look at the pictures later and the butterflies can stay free in the field. June and her friends admire all the many different colors and patterns that the butterflies have. The butterflies are thankful. There's all the butterflies floating in the field. At night, June looks out her window. It is dark outside, but June can still see some of the flowers in her yard by the light of the moon. She admires the fireflies slowly gliding through the air. She whispers good night to them before falling asleep. There's June. She even has a picture of a caterpillar that she's drawn. And all those little fireflies glowing outside the window. Oh, good night, says the firefly. So that story is so much fun. There's all different kinds of bug friends that June teaches her friends all about. And one of the bugs that I really love, one of the insects I really love, is a butterfly. And today we are going to get a chance to make our own butterfly puppet. So I've got a couple of materials that you're going to need to get. So if you need to pause the video at any time while we're going over how to make our puppet, you can always pause the video while you get caught up. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is gather the materials that we're going to need to make our butterfly puppet. So what I have that I'm using are two colorful pipe cleaners, but your pipe cleaners can be the same. They can be the same color. They don't have to be the same colors as mine. It can be any color that you want, but you're going to need two of them. And then you're also going to need a big piece of tissue paper. So this could be tissue paper that comes from a present that someone gave you, or it could come from a shoe box from when you buy shoes. But this really nice, flowy, crinkly paper that really catches the air so that it goes up and down. Some types of plastic bags might also work, but for today, I'm going to be using tissue paper. So if you need to, go ahead and pause the video while you get your materials, and then we will keep moving ahead. So I'm going to freeze for 5 seconds. Whoa, I'm freezing for people who need to pause. All right, and so now let's get into it now that everybody has their materials. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is take your piece of tissue paper, starting at the very middle of the tissue paper. So if you hold up the tissue paper like this, you're going to want it to be side to side rectangle, okay? If you do it long ways like this, you can still get it to work, but it's going to be a little bit trickier with all of the extra that you're going to need to put together. So we want to do a side to side rectangle just like this. And we're going to start from the very middle of our tissue paper. And we're going to take our fingers and we're going to slowly gather up a big bunch of the tissue paper into our hands. So we're going to slowly gather it up. And it's okay if it starts to crumple. That's going to be part of it. It's going to get a little bit crumpled. That is okay. We're going to slowly gather it up. I'm using my thumbs on the back side to help pull if you need to help pull. But we're going to gather it all together until you have everything collected together in the middle just like this with two wings on the side. So these are going to be our butterfly wings. So we have pinched right into the middle, gathered up all of that tissue paper so that we have two wings on either side. Now, if you need to get a grown-up at home to help you, that is okay. It is always great to ask for help when you need it. So once you have your wings that look like this, pinched together, we're going to take one of our pipe cleaners. I'm going to use the green one, but it can be any color that you want. We're going to take one of our pipe cleaners, and we are going to wrap the pipe cleaner around this middle spot so that the butterfly wings will stay closed in the middle. So I have wrapped it over the top just like this. Whoop. My wings are getting in the way. And then I'm going to twist this pipe cleaner on the bottom so that I can hold it in place. Now for this first pipe cleaner, because this is our butterfly puppet, we're going to want to be able to hold on to it with something. So I'm going to keep twisting this first pipe cleaner together until it becomes one piece all together like a stick that I can hold onto. So twist, 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 all the way to the end. And now what we've got are two wings, and because we've twisted that pipe cleaner together to hold it in place, it's not going to go anywhere. So you should be able to hold on to the stick and move it up and down so that the wings can catch the air underneath. Once you have your pipe cleaner attached just like this so that you can have a little stick, we're going to give our butterfly some antenna. So we're going to take our second pipe cleaner, go straight from that bottom section, and this time we're going to twist the pipe cleaners so that they stick up like butterfly antenna coming off of their heads. So we're going to twist it a couple of times just so it stays in place. Now if you like having antennae that are straight like this, you can keep them just like that. You can also bend the pipe cleaner into zigzags, or you can do like what I'm going to do, and we're going to make little circles so that they're a little curly on the end. But you can make your antenna however you would like. The sky is the limit. So what we're going to do is pinch that end and just start to very gently roll it inwards so that it creates a little bit of a curly cue to make just a little bit of a curly antenna. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side so that it matches. Pinch that end, roll it in, and again, if you need help, you can always ask for help from someone at home. It's always good to ask for help when you need it. Okay. So when you have your antenna the way that you would like them, we are ready to try out our butterfly puppets. So our butterflies we can hold using the stick pipe cleaner. And now our butterfly puppets can move up and down and soar through the air. So we're going to take a couple of minutes to practice how to move all the different directions that our butterfly puppets can move. Now, before we really get into practicing, I'd like for you to take a look at this beautiful puppet that you have created and think of a name that you can give your puppet. Now, my puppet's wings are kind of gold, so I'm thinking Goldie might be a fun name, but you can name your puppets any name that you would like. So now that we have a puppet name, why don't we go ahead and count down 3, 2, 1 and share our puppet's name. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Goldie is my puppet's name. What's your puppet's name? What a great name for a butterfly. I love that. Great job, everybody. So now that our butterfly has a name, we are going to stand up, find a little spot in our space so that we can move around. So I'm going to go ahead and move my camera up so that you can see me because I'm very tall. I'm going to move my chair out of the way. And we are going to practice flapping our butterfly's wings. So this one's really our first move that we want to be able to get down. So we're going to hold on to the stick part of our butterfly, and all you have to do is gently move it up and then pull it down. And as you can see, as we start to move up and down, it's going to flap our butterfly's wings. It's So let's do flap, 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 flap on this side. Now let's try it with our other hand. This one might be a little bit tricky. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to move it up and we're going to flap it 3 times. Here we go. Flap, 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 flap. And those wings are really catching the air and making it look like they're flying through the air. Awesome job, everybody. Now, if we would like our puppets to swoop from side to side, and I'm going to switch to my other hand, we're going to raise them into the air, and we're going to move the butterfly across our body, just like that. And I'm going to switch hands again. So we're going to start high and move down, like our butterfly is swooping down to land on a flower. So let's pretend that our hand is a flower, just like this, and our butterflies are going to swoop down and land on our hand. So here we go, our hand flower, butterfly, and swoop, land. Let's try it on the other hand, a hand flower over here. We're going to start up high with our butterflies and move them down to swoop down onto the flower, and a swoop, land. Awesome job. Let's do it one more time so we can get a good swoop in. Swoop, land. Awesome job. So I would like for us to try swooping our butterfly puppet all the way around in a circle to practice what it's like to move our puppet. So we're going to start to the front and then move all the way around in a circle so that our butterfly can fly in a circle. So let's try it. Here we go. Swoop, 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 swoop. Awesome job. And let's go the other way. I'm going to switch hands, but you can keep the same hand if you want. So here we go. Swoop, 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 swoop. Awesome job, everybody. Now we know some swooping from side to side. We know some flapping. Now let's help our butterflies dive through the air. So this way, we're going to hold our butterfly stick with both hands. We're going to stand up on our tiptoes, raise our butterfly puppets into the air, and we are going to dive all the way down to the ground with our butterfly puppet and then come back up to our tiptoes. So here we go. Stand up on your tiptoes, and it's hard to see because I'm up tall, but my butterfly puppet is all the way over my head, and we are going to dive with our butterfly puppets with a 3 and a 2 and a 1. Dive! Whoosh, all the way down to the ground, and then all the way back up to the sky. Awesome job. Let's try that again. Up on our toes, we're going to dive with our butterfly puppets. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, dive! Awesome job. So we know how to flap, we know how to swoop, and we know how to dive. So we're going to take just a minute to let our butterfly puppets introduce themselves using one of their new moves that they just learned. So if you like to flap your wings, if you like your butterfly puppets to flap its wings, you can flap its wings. If you like it to swoop, you can swoop. If you like it to dive, you can dive. But we're going to take a minute to be able to introduce our puppets to each other. So my puppet will go first, and then your puppet will answer back. So here we go. Well, hello there. I'm Goldie the butterfly. What's your name? Now you go. Awesome job, everybody. Let's do one final swoop. Whoosh. And one final flap. And one final dive. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, dive. And help our butterflies come to a rest off to the side where they can take a little break for a minute. All right. Oh my goodness, everyone give yourself a huge pat on the back. Those butterfly puppets look awesome. And if you're still trying to figure out how to make it look a certain way, you could always go back in the video and try out some different things. Try out different colors, try out different materials. See if there's anything that you have around at home that can flap its wings like the tissue paper butterfly wings can. Awesome job today, everybody. Those are some really fun butterfly puppets. So we have reached the end of our time together, which is crazy for our very last time. So let's go ahead and take a big breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. And in through our nose and out through our mouth. And what I'd like for us to do, we're going to close our eyes. And as we have our eyes closed, we are going to think about one way that we can be a good neighbor to some type of wildlife in our backyard. Maybe, just like in the book, it means helping worms off of the sidewalk when they need help, or leaving anthills alone, or just watching the butterflies instead of catching them, because now that we have our nice butterfly puppets, you don't need to catch butterflies. You've got one right here. You can play. So think about one way, and it might not be one of those ways that I just came up with an example for, but think about one way that you can be a good neighbor to critters in your park, backyard, neighborhood, wherever it might be. So close your eyes. And when we count down from 3, we're going to share them out loud. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Looking and not touching is my idea. What was your idea? That's a great way. I think that if you can practice that in your everyday life, you are going to be a great neighbor to your outdoor bug critter friends, neighbors in your neighborhood. All right, everybody. So that is the very end of our very last class. It has been so much fun getting to work with you on Bop with Bugs, and I hope that you enjoyed Encore on Demand. See you real soon. Okay, bye-bye.